Okay, started the camera.
Cool.
So actually, let me just go back to that. It should have a counter. Yeah,
it does.
control camera. It's been on now recording for 10 seconds. And
nice that you can control it from the panel.
Yeah, and we're getting a flashing red light. All right. Yeah, Richard and I just set that up actually. It was quite good to do. Okay, so everything is checked. We're just letting, at this point, the engine warm up a little bit, maintaining 2,000 or thereabouts. We did check the oil pressure, so that was all good. So we're just going to let it warm up a little bit to over 25 Celsius. It's coming up to 24 now. There's 25.
Yep.
So we can go up to 2,500 for 5 seconds, and we're just going to make sure that the voltage, if it's not already engaged, then it spikes. We're at 13.5 volts.
Yep.
But you know from experience that that's now charging.
Nice and healthy.
Yeah. And in fact, the amp light, warning light has just gone out. Oh, and we're going to set Barrow, yeah, for sure. Let's do that. That's a good point. So we want 1028, enter. Okay, so, and if you check the field elevation, should be around 300 feet, 320, so that's good enough. That's it. We're all good. So before taxi throttle, we did the 5 second above 2,500. Then we're going to bring it back to 2,000 for 2 minutes. We've checked we've checked the altimeter, 300, 320, so that's close enough. All right, we're good. You can hold on to that.
Thank you.
I'll just call the tower now. Guernsey Tower, good afternoon. It's Golf Romeo Bravo Foxtrot X-Ray at the Aero Club, Info India. We're just VFR to the Southwest training area for some practice. 1028, request radio check and taxi instructions, please.
Golf Romeo Bravo Foxtrot X-Ray, Guernsey Tower, India is correct, QNH is correct, I have your clearance.
Ready to copy, Golf Foxtrot X-Ray.
Clearance Southwest training area, not above altitude 4,000 feet VFR, score 3722.
We're cleared to the Southwest training area, not above 4,000 feet, VFR 3722, Golf Foxtrot X-Ray.
Respect is correct, taxi 40 Charlie, runway 09.
Taxi Charlie for 09, Golf Foxtrot X-Ray. Okay, so we might as well set the transponder now. Still 3722, although once you're cleared to taxi, you're supposed to make a move straight away.
Yeah, okay.
For obvious reasons, because he's expecting you to go. But that was just a second. I've had people they literally start to do a whole new checklist again. And I'm saying, no.
Gotta go.
Well, he's getting ready. Okie dokie, here we go. Up the hill. We're at 49 degrees Celsius, so we can give it the beans. So we're departing runway 09 and landing. You can see that checks with the windsock. And we've been cleared to Charlie, which is that one to the left. The electrics still look good. We were -2 amps and -4 amps right now. It's -2, so the charging system's catching up. Now you see the taxiway, the advisory sign there. That's pointing Charlie is to the right.
Yep.
And you can see Charlie is the yellow on black.
Yep.
So the white on red means a mandatory holding point. You cannot go beyond that without air traffic control clearance. The yellow on black is basically taxiway advisory signs. You can see the red stop bars.
Yeah.
when we're finally cleared to cross onto the runway, they'll clear us to do so verbally, plus they'll take down the red stop bars. Now what they often do is they'll forget to take down the red stop bar, in which case you say,
please take it down.
yeah, after they've cleared you, they say, I cannot go yet because you have still left up the red stop
Seems to be
bars.
something wrong with your systems.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, hit me with the pre-takeoff checklist, please, or the
Before takeoff?
power check, that's it.
Power check.
Yep.
So oil temperature, 2500 until 50.
Yep, so we're at 64 Celsius now, so that's good.
Fuel pumps should be both on.
Pump A is on, pump B is now on.
Brakes are on.
Brake is definitely on. Yep.
Stick is full back.
Full back, correct.
Throttle set power full briefly, followed by...
This is the exciting part.
Followed by idle briefly.
Idle
followed by setting at 4,000 RPM.
Yep. Idle, I think, is literally right back to the stop. That's back to the stop. And 4,000 RPM.
4,000 RPM. She's singing.
Oh, yeah. Okay, there's about 4,000-ish. Okay.
Lane switch A off, followed by checking the light.
Yep. Lane A light comes on, RPM drops.
Yep.
Lane A light is back on. Lane A switch is back on, and we wait for the light to go out, which it has.
Cool. And then same again for lane switch A. So off, check light.
Yep.
Drop in RPM.
Yep. And then there's lane B.
Then back on again.
And we get the RPM back, and we wait that.
Okay,
that's it. Next.
Throttle set at 2,000.
2,000 RPM. 605 Yankee.
2,000, yeah.
Much better.
Exactly. Okay.
Check engine instruments.
Okay, so at this point, all we can do is we can check our, things are in the green. Oil pressure is good. Oil temperature is on the slightly on the cold side, but it's coming up, so that's fine.
Understandable.
Yep.
Everything else is good. Right. Fuel pump B switch off for 5 seconds, then on.
Yeah, basically what you're looking for here is to make sure that the PSI goes yellow, with caution because of the drop, and the fuel pressure light is on, which is caution. It means that that switch does work, so we'll flip that back on, wait for that to go off, and then the pressure comes back. And then pump A is off, you see again a drop.
Yep.
And the caution ECAS messages come on.
And then fuel low warning system check.
Yeah, so that did check it.
That's what that was. Cool. So that was power check list complete.
That's it. All right. Why don't you run me through the before takeoff then?
So before takeoff checklist, flying controls full free and correct
Yep.
as much as they're gonna be.
Hits your knees, your crotch, and the instrument panel. Perfect. That's all good.
Doors are latched. Mine is good.
Yep.
How's yours?
Yep, mine's good too.
Harnesses secured.
Yep.
Tied in.
Yep.
Loose articles are secured. Yep.
Yep.
Trim mid-range.
Trim is mid-range. Yep.
Engine instruments checked again.
And I'll put flaps at half as well because it does not have flaps on that checklist. Engine instruments checked one last time. Oil temperature
still coming out.
It's still good. We're good though. 87 Celsius. It's just about hit the green, so we're good.
Oil flap as required, so presumably that's going to be closed considering it's not up to temperature yet.
I might crack it just a little bit for the takeoff because that's just barely crack it. Yep.
Takeoff emergency brief.
Okay, so we're going to be taking off runway 09. In the event of an emergency, I'm going to stop on the runway if possible on the remaining runway ahead of me. If I've lifted off, I'm going to still land on the runway if there's any ahead. If I'm climbing away and below, say, 600 feet, I'm going to turn slightly left or right if I have to land. No more than 30 degrees, land straight ahead on whatever is in front of me. Anything above that, say 1,000 feet plus, ideally we'll troubleshoot. Any questions?
What's the minimum altitude for me to pull the parachute?
Good question. I would say 1,000 feet, let's say.
1,000 feet.
Yeah, that is a very good question. And I will definitely look that up. All right. Anything else?
No, that is before takeoff checklist complete.
Alrighty. Let's call tower and tell them we're ready to commit aviation. At tower, Golf Foxtrot X-ray holding at Charlie, we are ready for departure.
Golf Foxtrot X-ray via Charlie, enter runway 09, backtrack as required, line up and make report ready.
We'll backtrack and report ready, Golf Foxtrot X-ray. I think we will backtrack.
Use it all.
Yeah. And they've taken down the red stop bars.
Yep.
Apparently,
got the man in the van watching us go.
Oh yeah, they say, oh, this is going to be good. Yeah, it's more the landings that I see they seem to take an interest in. I like to backtrack completely because
that as well.
I've got loads of runway to take off, but the problem is if anything happens after takeoff, you've got nowhere to go, and you'd feel mighty stupid having given up all that runway.
Imagine landing it in a field because you didn't have enough runway to land it again. That would be a very expensive mistake.
This thing will be almost at circuit altitude by the time we hit the end of the runway, after we've lifted off. Yeah, a couple of times with me, they've cleared me to enter the runway, and they didn't take the red stop bars down. Now, apparently, someone actually got a warning letter. The air traffic controller said, cleared them to go onto the runway, but they didn't take the red stop bars down. So they basically told off the pilot for crossing the red stop bar. You know, obviously avoiding the obvious thing, which is, well, why didn't you take the stop bar down? And they said, oh, well, we didn't actually clear you to take off. But then they forgot.
No, you just can't argue with these people.
Yeah, I mean, I'm amazed they even made a thing about it because it just makes them look silly. But there it is. Okay, here is the end of a runway. Right here is what it looks like.
Nice house that someone's got there.
Yeah.
Good for watching takeoffs for people who have backtracked all the way.
Yeah. Now that is called making use of all the runway. So we're instructions are to line up. We are not yet cleared for takeoff. So
Golf Foxtrot X-ray, surface wind 1308 knots, runway 09 cliff, takeoff.
Clear takeoff, Golf Foxtrot X-ray. Okay, so one last check. Everything's in the green. That lines up, and that's saying 09, so we know we're on the right runway. And last check at the panel, the instruments, we're good to go.
That's good. Hit it. Man in van is watching.
Oh yeah.
Nice one.
Yep, away we go. And I'll just bring the power back just a smidge.
It's very floaty with the flaps down then.
Oh yeah.
Wants to go.
And flaps are coming up. Yeah, I mean, here we are. We're just at the end of the runway now. We're 850 feet. 868, 80. There's almost, we're almost at circuit altitude by the end of the runway. That's pretty good.
Probably had more in it as well.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, we're cleared up to 1,000 feet, 4,000 feet, correction.
And going to tell Golf Oscar Alpha Tango Romeo, is that England Normandy?
Golf Oscar Alpha Tango Romeo, going to clarify this message.
Good afternoon, I'd like to start clearance please and call for taxi to hold point Charlie for high power ground runs and we had 3 POB, Golf Tango Romeo.
Golf Tango Romeo, start approved, call for taxi.
And solid approval, call for taxi, Golf Tango Romeo.
Okay, we'll just crack open the oil door a little bit more, keep the temperature comfortably within the range.
Golf Foxtrot X-ray, contact Guernsey approach 128.655.
Over to 128.655, Golf Foxtrot X-ray, so long. And we can cut, this is a scattered layer, we'll just keep climbing. And there we go, we're over to approach.
Nice one.
Good afternoon, Guernsey approach, Golf, Romeo Bravo, Foxtrot, X-rays with you, climbing to 1,500, not above 4,000, 1028.
Romeo Bravo, Foxtrot, X-ray, Guernsey approach. Good afternoon, report ready for rejoin from the southwest.
We'll report ready to rejoin, Golf, Foxtrot, X-ray. That's the Peatster.
Nice one.
Okay, so it's your airplane. So we're in a... Well, when I say I'm still pilot in command, I'm just allowing you to touch the controls, just for the avoidance of doubt.
Yes, I agree.
Now, what you're going to do is hold this heading, and...
heading being magenta dots?
Yeah, about one... there we go. Yeah, that's the... you can see the little heading bug right there. Just keep that heading going. And then we're going to maintain the climb. So you should be in a climb of about 500, 600, 700, even more feet per minute. And you can see you've got a climb trend bar on the right. So that's good. So just keep going.
Where is the feet per minute?
So that's the climb indicator. And you see that little diamond there, it's about on the 5, that means 500 feet per minute. Yeah, you're going up at 500 feet per minute. Cool. So that's good. Oil temperature, let's crack that open actually, we need a bit more cooling. Don't want to get too warm on the oil temperature.
Feels like there's a bit of a wind or something.
Yeah, there probably is. And the other thing, of course, you're getting is a lot of... so step on the ball.
Yeah, it feels...
You're getting a lot of adverse yaw, right? Or
yeah.
a lot of yaw in general. Oh, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. Ooh. And let's make a heading of 210 degrees, please. Just to keep us away from Jersey airspace. Otherwise, they'll start to moan at us. And I've set the heading bug for you. Yeah, you can see it coming up there. There you go.
Nice.
So you keep flying. I'll do the check. Takeoff, we did climb, so pitch, we did 70 knots. We've done flaps. Flaps are up. And one fuel pump is off at 1,000 feet. Fuel level check. Well, that's in the cruise, so we're good for now. We'll leave that till now. All right, excellent. You're doing a good job.
Yeah, it feels as though the I'll be putting pressure on one rudder pedal and it doesn't really do anything, and then all of a sudden it goes all at once.
Oh, really?
It feels a bit strange.
Like it's just almost like sticky, you mean?
I don't know. I can't quite explain it. So like I'll be like putting constant pressure.
Yeah.
Like more and more and more, trying to.
Yeah, that's just telling you got 1,000 feet to go. Okay, so let's just level off here. So we've got a bit of a buffer. And so bring the power back to about 3,200 RPM. You can see it over here. And
be multitasking, yeah.
Yep.
32.
And you want to bring it back down into a nose level attitude because you're actually pitched up quite a bit. That's probably good about there. And feel free to use a trim if you like. See, that's the flap handle there. The one right beside it, you got it on it there. That's the trim.
Yeah.
And you can trim for level flight. And that's only going to affect the elevator. That's it.
All right.
Okay, so now what I want you to do is turn right to a heading of 270 degrees, maintaining this altitude and airspeed.
Right. 270, was it?
Yep.
Oop, there's 270.
That's it. Perfect. Okay, and now turn left to a heading of 210 degrees.
Left to 210.
Oh, it's coming on now. That's it. Thereabouts. Again, I'm just getting us away from Jersey approach
Excellent.
area.
Right, there's 210.
Okay. Carry on for a bit.
Yeah, so I think it's with the rudder then. So I'm trying to step on the ball, but then you also need to counteract it with a bit of roll.
Yes, you do.
If you just step on it, then you'll.
You slew.
Yeah.
We'll go over that in a bit.
It's kind of like a balance of all the control surfaces, isn't it?
You're exactly right, David. Okay, so.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm wearing a hat this time.
Oh yeah. Okay, if you turn left, say heading 200 degrees.
Left 200. Bring that right a bit. There we go. Did I ever send you that video of the person in the Super Cub doing a very, very crabbed landing? Was it like a 45-degree?
Oh really? No, that sounds really good.
I think it was on purpose.
I dare say. All right. And let's try a heading of 180 degrees, please.
So left 180.
Yep.
That was a bit better. Pretty much stopped on 180.
Yeah, very good. And let's go heading of 160.
So left 160. Overshot that one slightly.
All right.
There you go.
All right, that's it. Carry on. You're doing well.
Bring it up a bit to 3000.
Okay. Okay, so using a bit of power, let's do a straight ahead climb up to 3,500